Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Tom Morgan Drum Studio. If you're interested in doing these video sessions with me and learning to play the snare drum, starting at the very beginning and moving on from there, then you're going to need a little bit of equipment. Not a whole lot. It's actually rather inexpensive compared to other instruments, but you will need to get three things. The first would be a pair of drumsticks. And the ones I recommend are made by a company called Vic Firth, and they're called SD1 Generals. I found over the years that these sticks are the perfect size for beginners, but they're also just a great pair of sticks that you'll use as long as you play the drums. Even today, when I have to play in an orchestra or a band and I just need to play a snare drum part, I will invariably reach into my stick bag and grab my SD1 Generals. So, Vic Firth SD1 Generals are the sticks you want to start with. Now, the next thing you're going to need is a practice pad. Now, you don't have to have a practice pad if you already have a snare drum. Of course, a snare drum is ideal. But if you don't have a snare drum, you can buy an inexpensive practice pad that will work just as well to get started. Now there's several different kinds, so there's actually quite a few different kinds, but the two I'm going to recommend would be either this one, the Remo Tunable Practice Pad, which is by its name, tunable. You can see if I bring it up here and show you, it's got screws all the way around that you can tighten. And if you do go with this pad, I would suggest that you tighten it. It actually comes with a little screwdriver. Tighten it down as tight as you can get it, because you're going to need a lot of rebound from the pad as you play on it with the stick. So tighten it as tight as you can without breaking the plastic. Okay? That's one practice pad. Another one is the one I'm going to be playing in these videos, and this is called a Beetle pad. Now this one is a little more expensive, but if you're interested in the environment and going green, then you might want to think about supporting this company, Beetle Percussion. The wooden part of this pad is made from trees that were killed out in the western United States by a wood beetle. And thousands of acres of trees were killed, and this wood is laying there, and it would have been wasted, but this company is using some of it to make these bases for the practice pad. And then the upper part, the pad, that part that you play, is made out of recycled tires. Now this one's going to be a little more expensive than the Remo pad, but you know, again, if you're interested in going with that company and supporting that, then that's great. I'm going to be playing the Beetle pad in these videos. Then the third thing you're going to need is the book. And here's the book we're going to use. As I mentioned in the last video, it's called A Sequential Approach to Fundamental Snare Drum. Now, I wrote this book to be a beginning snare drum book, so you don't have to know anything about snare drumming to get started in this book. And what we'll do in the following videos that you'll see is go through this book page by page, exercise by exercise. And I'll explain each one of them and demonstrate them for you so you can see how they sound, hear what they're supposed to be like, and play them along with me even, if that's what you want to do. I would say also, just as a side note, if maybe you're not a beginner, maybe you've played for a while, but you want to kind of brush up on your fundamentals. Maybe you don't read so well, or maybe your grip is not working for you, then these videos will also help you as well. So, but if you're in elementary band and you're playing snare drum and you feel like, man, we're just moving so slow, everybody else is learning all these notes and I'm still playing the snare drum, well, this will move you along much faster and you'll get ahead of everybody. What you should do is tell them to watch the videos too, but get ahead of everybody by doing these private lessons on video. So that's the equipment you'll need. You can buy all of these online. You can buy them at Steve Weiss Music or you can buy the book at C. Allen Publications on their website. But I would strongly recommend that if at all possible, you buy this equipment from your local music store. It's great to support a local music store or drum shop, and if you have one in your town. But if you can't do that, then it's easy to get it online. All right, so that's the equipment you're going to need. The next video will go over the grip, and I'm going to make a special video on that because it might be one you want to refer back to more than once as you move along through the sequence, and so it'll be there for you to look at again. So thanks again. Be sure and like and subscribe to this, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.